up everyone, this is Draco Evolve back yet again with another video, the FM20 beta. If you haven't catched my last video on the FM Manager, go and check it out in my channel. But basically this sort of mini series before I start doing the live streams and actual save is actually going through on how to sign some of the best players for United using the budget that we have. The last video I showed you guys how to sign Jadon Sancho and Bruno Fernandes with a £100 million budget and leftover budget of £40 million. Yes, it seems like I spent £60 million, but I didn't. I spent more than that. So do go and check it out, where I use the tactic of you can say the tactic of using the installment payment to its fullest. We all know Man United finances are fantastic, but this is the players I've signed in the first season. In the second season, I normally sign the likes of Kylian Mbappe to Manchester United, Arthur to Manchester United, Frankie de Jong to Manchester United. Now, those are three world-class players, but United is a powerhouse. So this is, as you can see on the top right, we're in the last game, or we had our last game of the season in the Premier League. I finished second. I'm not going to go into too much detail because this is all about transfers. This is my current squad on the screen. You can see in the second season, guys, always the budget you get from the board ranges between, depending on your performances, is 140 to 200 plus million pounds budget. That depends on several factors how much you get. That depends on the position that you finish. That depends on the trophies that you win, and that highly depends on your top four performance. But regardless, I have done saves where I didn't even finish in the top four. You get around £150 million to spend roughly, but that is more than enough to pretty much sign these players. So I'm going to confirm the finances. Again, you guys know in the FM Manager beta there is no editor, there is nothing. That's why I'm doing this series nice and early, so I won't be accused of, oh, you've added the transfer money to your manually. No, I didn't. I actually didn't. But this is what you get, is £263 million, which is more than enough. Obviously you can increase that 288. I'll keep it at 263 roughly or so, and I'm going to show you how we sign Kylian Mbappe. So you're not going to probably get him right at the beginning of the transfer window, which is 28th of May, because the season just finishing. You know, it doesn't, the mentality of the players in the game does not really reset, to be honest. But we're going to go for a midfielder and Arthur, right? The reason why I'm choosing Arthur, because you can see his stats. He's 23 years old. He's what can I say? But we're gonna go for Arthur, and again we're gonna use the same tactic. So you can see he's got £59 million value, but I'm not gonna use the value. The reason why I'm going for Arthur, I'll show you guys, because I play normally with this style of formation. I normally change it around to say deep line playmaker. This is only reserved for Pogba, but I normally end up selling him, and I normally use like a regista or a halfback over here for Frankie de Jong. And here I use Bruno Fernandes. So you have a midfield three of Arthur, Bruno Fernandes, Frankie de Jong. Put that on paper. yeah. But again, this is not a video about me signing the best young wonder kids, because with United you can pretty much sign any wonder kids in the game. This is about signing, this series is about signing players that is beyond the reach of any club in the world, you can say. I mean, if in real life you go for Arthur, would you get him? Barcelona would probably tell you to get lost. Same with Mbappe, same with Frankie de Jong. The reason why I go for these three players, because these are three of my favorite players, you know. So again, I'm going to use the same scheme of offering £20 million roughly up front. Again, it's important that 12-month installment is there, and you do it's going to cost you a bit more. I've tried it several times. Sorry, I'm going to do like £80 million. So it's roughly £100 million cash. So if I suggest terms just to test the water, you can see they've come back. They wanted like that £37.5 million, £63 million. Now I am fortunate enough for this particular season to get over £200 million to spend, so I'm not going to penny pinch really here. So instead I'm going to accept it. Again, you can penny pinch as you want, they will accept lower than this, so you just accept the demands, and you do pretty much almost the same for Frankie de Jong. But with Frankie de Jong, I'm going to show you a bit later on. He's the harder one to sign. Barcelona does not seem to want to let him go, but as you get closer to the transfer window of 2020 closing, they seem to be open to letting him go. So we're going to deal with Arthur at the moment and take it from there. So you can see Arthur bid has been accepted. So we'll start negotiations. Again, this part is totally up to you. I normally use Campos as a starter too, because I can't be asked to do the whole shenanigan. You can see he's come back saying that much. Normally I lower that again, signing on fee to £1 million and raising the sell on fee percentage, but because I've got such a huge budget to work with now, I'm just going to accept it, a finalized deal. That's pretty much in the bag. Another player I tend to go for is Varane. So Rafael Varane of Real Madrid, he's a world-class talent, we all know that. He's pacey, and he's almost near enough the perfect sort of partner for Harry Maguire that you have, who's more sort of like powerful than pacey. As you know, it's up to you guys if you want to keep Lindelof in there, but for me, I go for the best of the best, right? But I'm not gonna go for him. I'm gonna go for someone better potentially than him, which is De Ligt. So you can see Matthias De Ligt signed for Juventus. They call Zebra in the team because of licenses. But again, I'm going to test the water again. Who would I want to sign him? They want £163 million. As you know, use the trick. Bit of a higher threshold I use on the transfer fee up front, because the computer will know instantly. They want more up front for a player of his caliber, especially he's young. So I'm going to offer £80 million. So you can see £110 million pretty much. I'm going to test the water with the suggest terms option. So you can see they want this much, same price, £110 million. Again, if you want to penny pinch, you can penny pinch. However, I'm not quite sure if he will actually come. I'm going to scout him for the sake of normally the case is they don't want to come, but if you mess around with the media just a little bit, push them, they'll end up coming. But those are two players I'm going to show how to sign in this part of the video, and take it from there. So I'm going to fast forward. Oh, forget fast forwarding. You can see as soon as I hit forward, 20th May 7 AM, delete offer has been accepted. Start negotiations. Again, that part is totally up to you. I normally again would penny pinch if I had worked with a lower budget, but since I haven't got a lower budget this time, I was lucky enough to get 200 million plus to spend. Why not? So I'm going to finalize deal. It's just a matter of waiting now, so I'm just going to progress and move forward. So here we are, guys. 31st of May at 9:15 on a Sunday, De Ligt set to sign for United. Bingo. Now remember, the overall package was £110 million. If you see my last video, out of the £264 million, only £40 million will get deducted. Now you must be wondering, hang on, you gave 37 or something the million pound up front. Why is there suddenly a £47 million fee? It's because of the signing on fee. Again, this is really important, that the signing on fee is extremely important. That does, whatever you pay on the signing on fee, it does get taken out of your transfer budget. So you can see right here, the £37.5 million free as up front, then three installments over 12 months of 3 years, totaling £73 million, giving a total transfer of roughly £110 million. That's De Ligt, signed, sealed. I'm gonna accept it and delivered. And here we are, guys. Arthur has been granted a work permit for 5th of June, and again for £41.5 million will get deducted from 2223. You can see all the details here, and that's it. You just accept it, and both Matthias De Ligt and Arthur is signed for United.